You are listening to Vitruvian Man with Jesse and Josh.
Welcome back to Vitruvian Man, and as usual, I'm joined by Manila, the Thriller. Look out, motherfuckers, it's the goddamn Godzilla. Josh.
Podzilla.
Bro, how are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Just grilled some ribs. Yum, yum, yum.
Nice. They look good.
Yeah, pretty tasty.
Do anything good last weekend?
Well, you and I saw Sleeper Moms. Was that 2 weekends ago or last weekend? No, that was just a couple days ago.
No, that was 2 weeks ago.
I'm old. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this weekend was pretty relaxing.
Yeah.
I've had too much shit to do, so just lying around the house actually felt pretty good. What about you?
Nice. We ended up going through shit, cleaning up kind of stuff.
Oh.
Which, sucks, but at the end, it's nice to have something done.
Yeah, it was productive. We got some work done.
Yeah.
No complaints. The point of today's show, we got some news, got some this motherfucker. We're going to talk about a special topic, Section 230. Real quick, though, let's just get to this motherfucker.
Let's do it.
This motherfucker. 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 This motherfucker.
Okay, so this is from a survey of British films over the last 3 years, and this is wild. The headline is, films are more likely to star a man named Chris or a talking animal than an older woman. So, now I'm sure this is largely true about American films too, right?
Sure,
you don't
absolutely.
see women over the age of 60 in starring roles.
Yeah, right.
But a talking animal is more likely to appear as a lead actor than a woman over the age of 60.
That is so fucking ridiculous.
And my wife said, well, wait a second, though. We see a lot of women in British, and I stopped her and I said, television. Actually, if you watch a lot of British television, like BritBox and like BBC, they do a lot of female characters, and they do plenty of female starring characters.
Leads, yeah, for sure.
Like as lead detectives.
Yeah, I was going to say, in all the fucking police procedurals that they have, which is fucking so many. Everything they have is like some sort of crime-solving thing. It's amazing how many people die in an English town.
Yeah, there's one. We watch a show called Shetland that did have a male lead as a detective, and now they've had a female lead for a few years. And like, whenever they show the drone shot of Shetland at the beginning, it's like, so 15 people live here.
Yeah, right.
So basically, every murder is like dwindles the population by 16% or something.
That's so funny. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, the drone shot will be like skyrocketing over one of the spots in Shetland. And it's like a dilapidated, falling apart like cabin or something like. Look, it's City Hall. Yeah. But this is not great. Emma Thompson, who's one of the people trying to raise awareness about females in film. Women are half the population, and we get older, so where are the stories about us? The older we get, the more interesting we are. I want to see more films center aging women. We are compelling, relatable, and overdue for center stage. Older women don't need permission to exist on screen. They already exist in the world. Cinema just needs to catch up.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, that's totally true.
I do think that, there are, haggard, misogynistic film producers who, no one wants to see a woman on screen. Well, I mean, the thing is, too, like, you can build a cool film around a woman who's 60 and make it just as exciting or interesting as if it was Pierce Brosnan, right? Pierce Brosnan appeared in Black Hat. As the lead CIA guy. Well, it would be MI6.
Black Hat.
Oh, great movie. Steven Soderbergh, Michael Fassbender.
Black Bag.
I'm sorry. We watched that together.
Yeah, we went to the movie.
Anyway,
for that.
So
that
could have been a woman playing Pierce Brosnan's character. He's like 65 or whatever he is in that movie. And it wouldn't devalue the movie at all. It would still be a good movie and a hit. And just putting a woman in that position would have been quite easy.
I was trying to think. That movie actually starred a couple of older women.
Oh yeah, and it had great female characters in it. I wasn't besmirching that film.
Sure, no.
I just meant you could subvert or substitute a 60-year-old woman for some of these roles and 60-year-old men, and
for sure
it would read the same.
I have a feeling that it's not necessarily. I have a feeling that it's like corporate kind of diktat. That no, why don't you rewrite this as a male lead?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like if you see Jackie Brown, right? Like Tarantino chose 2 middle-aged people to star in that movie, Pam Grier and Robert Forster. And that he chose people in that age makes the movie completely different.
It's a whole different thing, especially their love arc.
Yeah, and
right?
like their whole like shared history of what it means to be that age.
Yeah.
It's just much more interesting. You know, had Tarantino had no control and this was a different director, they might have said, put 2 20-year-olds in there.
Yeah.
Totally different movie. So
give them fair skin.
So if you're making a movie and you want to get it made, cast a talking animal, not a 60-year-old woman.
So we just watched a movie last night, Ladies First. Have you heard of it?
Borat's in that.
Yeah, it's his movie.
How was it?
It was entertaining.
Was it kind of dumb?
It was kind of dumb, but like the basic premise is, he gets knocked out and wakes up and it's a female-run world.
Yeah.
And so there was some
novel premise.
There was some great reverse misogyny. Why don't you
Right.
go put on something a little nicer?
Yeah.
Just fucking. So it was entertaining in that way. Rob liked it.
Nice.
She was like, this is the way it ought to be.
I want to see that. I remember my wife told me something a while ago, and I repeated it to a male friend of mine, and he was actually pretty shocked. Basically that women are sexually harassed by the time they're 11. Like, forget about like teenage, forget about 16. Most women have been sexually harassed by a 50-year-old man by the time they're 11.
No, guys who don't know that are like either being willfully ignorant or horribly like kept in the dark. I like, that's just, it's so fucking, it's horrible and it's obvious.
Well, this is a nice guy. He's a liberal like us. It's possible his wife never told him that.
Maybe so. I mean, this is no dirt on him, but
totally.
it's like, if you're an older guy and you don't know that, then you're not paying attention to the dudes around you.
You got to ask some women about their stories about that. I mean, ask a woman about getting sexual harassed at 9 or 10. It's insane. It's crazy.
As soon as, it's fucking, it's not great.
So this motherfucker is the British film industry, but I'm just going to say all film industries are probably
we can blanket that.
Equally sexist.
Yeah.
We have a news roundup. Do you have any news items before we go on to our main topic?
Let's see. I do have a few just because it's so fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So apparently it got leaked at some point that old Don and apartheid Bibi thought that they were going to install Mahmoud Ahmadinejad as the Iranian leader. And in the process of bombing the shit out of Iran, they injured him, so that kind of took it off the table. And plus, then they installed the Khomeini's son.
Right.
But Ahmadinejad was a fucking everybody hated him.
Right.
When he was president.
Right.
I don't like, how did these?
That was a while ago.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
He's still around, apparently. Well, barely.
And this is Bibi's plan along with who?
Bibi and Donnie.
Oh, great.
Of course, I'm sure it was Bibi's plan.
Don doesn't have a plan for anything. Let's just face it.
He's rotting in front of our face.
Yeah, he's waiting for some other idiot to like give him an idea before he says anything.
Yeah, so. No, I mean, really, the last person in the room is the last idea, is his only idea about anything.
Yeah.
Tulsi Gabbard, gone.
So Tulsi Gabbard's a Democrat.
No. Well, she was.
Oh,
she was a fake Democrat.
Okay, I did read about this a couple weeks ago, but I've already forgotten it.
Director of National Intelligence. She retired, but
which means she was forced out by Trump.
She was canned. Yeah, she was totally canned.
So she was a turncoat Democrat?
Yes. Yeah. The crazy thing about Tulsi, and we should probably do a deep dive on Tulsi sometime,
really?
Because her fucking background and whole history is just absolutely batshit insane.
Oh, okay.
And the fact that she got into any kind of national government for America, she's a fucking traitor. She's
for turning Republican or for what?
Her interests and Putin's interests are very similar.
Oh, you think she's an operative?
She's compromised on some level or another.
Interesting.
She went to Syria and met with Bashar al-Assad.
Gross.
Said he was a great person.
No, she did?
Oh yeah, she's
the guy that's murdering all his own people is a great guy.
So much bullshit. But she also was raised in a cult and is still very much a part of that cult.
What?
Oh,
Which
yeah.
one?
Oh, fuck. See, I'll have to get the name of it. But it's some dude in Hawaii that, like, I mean, it's just. It's
so
a
she
whole
went
fucking
from one
thing.
cult to another, right? She was raised by a cult, and now she's in the cult of Trump.
I think that it was all for power's sake. I think that she wanted to get into the position that she got into so she could have some sort of sway over policy.
Right.
But she was iced out early and fast. Like, they wouldn't let her do anything. And
The Trump administration.
yeah, the rest of the administration kind of fucking put her down. And so she wasn't involved with going into Venezuela. She wasn't involved in any of the Iranian stuff.
Why was she on the outside? Why was she like shunned by the Trump administration?
I'm not sure why
Yeah.
that whole thing went down the way it did, but there was a point where she was talking in public, and then she just wasn't, and she's been MIA for a long time.
Interesting.
And they're claiming that, you know, whatever, her husband has cancer or some, well, whatever. I don't, you know, maybe
She was iced out before she
but
retired.
she was definitely fucking iced out.
Yeah.
So that's pretty interesting. I don't know. I don't think there's really anything we need to say about the rotting corpse that is our president. Except he just seems like he's falling apart and getting dumber as the seconds.
Is that possible? He can actually still get dumber.
That guy, I'm telling you, he's sub 90 IQ. I think he's sub 90 IQ.
Oh, I'm certain of it.
Yeah, I like,
And
and it's getting worse. It's like he's getting the frontal temporal lobe dementia. Right.
I mean, you snort crank all day. It's just bound to happen, right?
I'm sure there's got to be something in fucking Diet Coke that's making him go fucking melt.
Maybe it's the vaccines.
Yeah.
Maybe the vaccines caused his
damn it, Jesse.
low IQ.
Fuck you. I don't know. He didn't go to his son's wedding.
Oh. So I saw a spicy meme, a dank spicy meme on the internet the other day.
Dank memes still around.
Yeah, dank memes still exist. And it said, how does it feel being the only person in the world Trump won't fly to an island to see?
Yeah. I saw that one.
Which
That's
Trump got married in, it was at not Barbados, Bahamas?
it's somewhere. I don't
A
know.
B-sounding country?
Yeah, something.
But one of the Trumps, I don't remember which one. Though.
Junior.
Okay.
Second one.
Is he the one that would run for president?
He is the one that I think is going to try to run for
Okay.
president. Yeah.
And Dad didn't go.
Did not go because, he had other stuff going on. I mean,
I feel like if Trump wants something, he gets it.
if he wants to do
So
something,
if
he's going
he
to fucking
wanted
do
to
it.
go, he could have gone.
If he'd wanted to go, he would have. But you can also
Wait,
see him
Mr.
say,
Trump, we need help with this Iran policy.
yeah, right. You can also see him saying, well, I've already been to one, and there's probably going to be another one. I can just put this one off.
Or maybe he knows he's going to die soon
Yeah,
because he's melting in front of our eyes.
rotting. And then, hey, Ben, did you see the any of the footage of the guy popping up at the White House and shooting?
No. So the guy had a history of mental illness.
Yeah.
He got killed on the site, right?
I don't know if I don't know.
Oh, they might have arrested him.
No, he's dead.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if they killed him or if he killed himself.
Oh, okay.
But he
was by himself.
Sounds like he popped up and he'd been told to stay the fuck away from the White House.
Yeah.
On a number of occasions, there was a restraining order,
Yeah.
but whatever their version,
Illegal
of it.
action
Yeah.
against him. Yeah.
And then, he fucking popped up, pulled out a gun, started shooting. The footage I saw was of a reporter that was just happened to be out there reporting on something.
She the one that didn't care about what was. I saw that. Did you see that one reporter who's kind of like just not interested at all in the shooting? She's just got a look at her face like, oh, whatever.
No, she fucking like dropped down.
Oh, okay.
And, like you could tell shit was getting close, dude.
Yeah,
it was like
scary.
It was getting close, and there were some big guns going.
That's scary.
I mean, a lot of those deaths that I think that happen around that, or even injuries, are fucking Secret Service just fucking firing just randomly out there. Like, I mean, when the whole White House Correspondents' Dinner thing went down, that dude didn't get off. That dude did not get off a shot. That was not the Secret Service guy that got shot. Was absolutely not shot by that kid.
Oh, he was shot by another Secret Service worker.
Absolutely, dude.
Oh,
if you watch that opening run where he comes running down the hallway, runs through the metal detector and pulls over, you see this one Secret Service. I think it's a woman. I don't know. Couldn't tell. It's kind of grainy.
Right.
But you could see her like clock it, reaching down, pulls out her gun, and just starts fucking firing. And there's Secret Service agents all in front of her. And she's just firing just directly at them. It's one of the most hilarious things ever.
You know, if you're
training,
if you use special warfare or special tactics, you're taught not to crossfire like that.
Dude,
I can't believe.
I don't know what's going on with the Secret Service.
I mean, that.
Like,
I'm
it's insane.
surprised, actually.
No, if you're interested, take a look at that footage, because it is absolutely insane. And then, you know, there's just so much weird shit going on with the Secret Service and just rookie shit. Like,
now, knowing how Trump is so punitive, it's possible he's fired some veteran Secret Services people we don't even know about. So it's possible that the people he's got watching over him are younger and, you know, less knowledgeable about
same
all this
training
stuff.
as the ICE agents, you know, 4 hours and a fucking bong hit.
I think the training regimen to become an ICE agent is what, 1 push-up?
Yeah, dude. No, dude.
They can't do it.
A lot of those guys aren't doing push-ups. So yeah, that's what I got. Oh no, god damn. Oh, I'm gonna make you really mad about this one.
You remembered something horrible.
This is so fucking good.
We almost got out. Now I felt okay, and now you're just gonna ruin my day.
I'm just gonna.
Thanks a lot.
Have you heard of ball maxing?
Oh, I'm excited about this. No, I've heard about young men hitting their face with hammers. Yeah. I read about that the other day.
Yeah. Oh, I told you about that. That was clavicular and the looks maxers.
But okay, ball maxing.
Ball maxing.
So you want big balls because a man needs giant balls.
So the first time I actually read about it was before the whole maxing terminology came out, and it was talking about this guy in Seattle, a bear. You know, in the nomenclature of the day.
Do you mean the gay term, the bear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Big, hairy bear gay guy. Had his litter of puppies. Not actual puppies. These are his little gay guys that they would actually, like, these guys would participate in contests to become a pup of his.
Uh-huh. So to be under his wing of insanity?
Yeah. Well, you know, whatever, you know, I mean, it's not BDSM, but it's another fetish community.
So it's a sex cult.
It's a fetish thing. Yeah, it's a fetish thing. And one of the things that you had to do once you were part of whatever this was is, you know, ball max. Although they didn't use the term when I was reading the article about this, right? And so they would inject saline and other substances.
Silicone?
Not silicone, I don't think, but other substances in order to grow their balls as big as possible.
Slow it way down. Slow it. Wait. Stop. You're just talking. Wait. So they would take a needle, inject it into their testicles,
jack their balls.
I assume into the skin, not into the to the orb itself.
No,
right?
Going into the orb.
What?
Yeah, dude.
That sounds really dangerous.
Well, you know, one of the whole reason that article was written was because somebody died because of something that happened.
No.
I mean, it's just insane. Now, you know, weird fetish community. Fine, whatever.
I don't judge.
Yeah, you do what you need to do as long as everybody's consenting and happy.
Right.
But now apparently it has made its way to the looks maxer style folks, and now ball maxing has gone normie.
So okay, I still can't grasp this. A needle into your testicles,
into your nuts.
I assume without anesthesia.
No, I don't think so.
Are they icing the balls down before they do this?
They might spray some of that, you know, numbing stuff on there or something like that.
All right.
But yeah, that's
interesting.
I didn't want to, you know, you don't want your search history to have ball maxing in there.
Jesse, why are there so much testicle searches in your
what's up with this?
Your browser history? That's insane. I mean, we had already talked about people using beef tallow to make their wrinkles go away on their face. And it's like, I mean, I was getting flooded with these advertisements. Like, essentially, it's beef organs, including testicles. And it's like, I mean, it just begs the joke. Like, hey, why do you smell like balls? You know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
I mean, it's probably all like Liver King. Like,
Yeah,
shit.
And the funny thing is, these commercials, they'll show a guy I'm 59. The guy's probably about 55 to 59 years old. And of course, they show him before, and he's wrinkly and stuff. And they show him after, and then these ads always feature a very beautiful, voluptuous 22-year-old woman coming on to him.
Obviously.
And by the way, these guys are all very handsome. I mean,
Sure.
they're not fucking ugly and got better skin.
Yeah.
They're really ripped and good looking. They just got rid of some wrinkles. But it's just so hilarious that actually works. That if you put beef testicles on your face, 22-year-old women will suddenly find you very attractive.
It's like a different version of teabagging.
Oh, my Lord. All right, is that all you got for news?
Until next time.
Bro. Now, that wasn't too awful. I must say thank you. You don't have too much depressing shit in there.
I mean, it's just there's only so much, and it really it's all every time it's fucking rehashing the same shit. He hasn't moved on anything else.
No.
Economy's still tanking. We're still on our way to $10 a gallon gasoline.
Yep.
So ball maxing.
Josh, why does your face smell like balls? All right, so our special topic, Section 230. I'm going to read Section 230 real quick. It's 13 words. It's very fast.
It's 26.
Is it 26 words? Sorry.
26 words that saved the internet.
My bad. No provider or user of an interactive computer service shall be treated as the publisher or speaker of any information provided by another information content provider. So about 1996, you said. That's Mark Zuckerberg's 11 years old. Did Congress pass this law? Who passed this law?
So yeah, this was it was part of the Communications Decency Act of 1996, and that's where they started trying to kind of figure out what was going to happen with the internet. And it was Christopher Cox and Ron Wyden.
Were the authors of the bill?
Yeah, they were the ones that actually kind of got together and figured that they should put something out there, and it was because of a couple of lawsuits that had been brought against other people. There was 2 lawsuits, and it was brought against online discussion platforms.
Right.
So basically blogs or whatever.
They used to call them forums.
Forums, yeah.
In the early days of the internet.
It was forums. And so these 2 decisions kind of resulted in different interpretations of whether the service providers should be treated as publishers or as distributors. And the 2 were Stratton Oakmont Inc. v. Prodigy. And this dates it so much.
Wait a second.
Remember Prodigy? Prodigy.
You mean the band?
No, not the band. The online.
ISP?
Yeah, the ISP. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Angel Fire, Prodigy.
Yeah.
Now wait a second. Just slow it down here. Stratford what?
That it's irrelevant. But
Because that sounds. That's a company in Wolf of Wall Street.
No,
isn't
it's Stratton Oakmont Inc.
Okay. It sounds like Joan Belfort's company in Wolf of Wall Street.
Okay.
Anyway.
And then the other one was Cubby Inc. versus CompuServe.
Oh, CompuServe, another
fucking blast
ancient,
from the past.
Yeah.
That probably doesn't. Do they even exist anymore?
I doubt it.
Yeah, I doubt it. There's 2 different sections. There's of 230. There's 1 and there's 2. 6 and 230C1, 230C2. 230C1 deals with liability for ISPs. So if you are a forum, say, and some Nazi goes on there and says, fuck it, Jews, are the reason that we're here, blah, 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 whatever.
They're the worst.
They're the worst. You can't go after the host. You can try and find out who the person is, and part of it is that part of Section 230 is just, I think it's just agreed on, is that they will give that information up.
So if I said something inflammatory or defamation of character or whatever, you could subpoena my actual identity to sue me for libel.
You might be able to get that information from the ISP, but you can't go after the ISP itself.
ISP, basically, this law essentially made the internet possible.
It made it possible. Those 26 words saved the internet.
To do this, because if everyone just got sued every time.
Yeah, every time you put something on and the ISP got sued, shut it down. It would be you just never be able to do anything.
If you cared about the internet or liked the internet, it was a good thing.
No, truly, and the way that it was written, also made sense at the time, because obviously, if you want there to be a place of free flowing information, you can't hold the bookstore liable. But you can hold the publisher liable. So
these kind of laws actually did protect bookstores for years,
and that's what they're basing this on.
Right? That you couldn't.
You're either a distributor or a publisher.
You couldn't say a bookstore was selling porn, because the bookstore has the freedom to sell books. You could only go after the publisher, not the bookstore itself.
Exactly. Yeah, you can't go after. So that's like the breakdown is that essentially, as somebody who just puts shit up on the chat room, then you're just putting shit up on the chat room. But the part of the thing that they really ignore now is that you can't promote it, and I feel that
promote hate speech or
promote anything. You whatever. If you don't want to be held liable, you can't promote it and say this is above something else. Which I'll get to it, but this is why I think that we need to either completely retool it or get rid of it and start from base again. But I do believe that there needs to be something to protect generally websites from being liable for stuff that is put onto their website.
Well, I mean, like, it's free speech is a thing,
right?
You have to be able to criticize our president, obviously,
right?
But at what cost? I mean, the cost is, for example, Musk let Nazis back on Twitter.
Right. Now, the second part of it, 230C2, is the Good Samaritan part of the law. So basically, you are expected to take down hate speech. You are as somebody
for example, as a moderator of a Facebook group.
I speak exactly. Well, I'm going to leave Facebook out, but on things where there's actually like, forums and Reddit, whatever, those kinds of things. As long as you're making a good faith effort to pull off bad things, you can't be sued for First Amendment right violations. Right.
Right. So
what that means is that as long, in there are cases where you can say, okay, you took down my speech because of me, or because of something, I'm going to sue you for violating my First Amendment rights, which it's a private company, so I don't think that has a lot to do with anything anyway. But anyway, so those two parts make up the backbone of the internet.
Anyway, so Section 230 passes. It allows things to happen on the internet. Without it, it's impossible. I mean, a lot of the YouTube, a lot of these social media sites, TikTok, all this stuff,
right,
is benefiting from 230.
Absolutely. Every website out there is benefiting from Section 230, and some more than others. So
did the thing that helped save the internet, is it now ruining society?
So I think that the way I can't really tell, although there is some good news on this front. I can't tell if they're just ignoring it completely, or if I don't know how they are. I don't know why all this shit is allowed on the fucking internet at this point, right?
Do you mean all the hate speech, or
all
what,
the hate
specifically?
speech, and essentially my problem with Section 230 is that it was written at a time where there weren't algorithms making decisions on what to promote based on your attention span,
right,
and keeping you engaged with the material.
For example, if you are an avid listener of Fox News, And, you know, if the algorithm figures out that you're into that, it's going to keep pumping it at you in higher volume.
Even worse, there's been studies done in Australia and the US where basically somebody will get onto a brand new computer, open up brand new fucking...
Never been used, no history.
Nothing in it. They start up a whole different, like a brand new email account. They start up the whole thing. Nothing to do. They have nothing to trace. They have nothing to feed.
There's no bots and cookies, right? It's literally a fresh, brand new computer.
Completely fresh and fresh email. So nothing attached to it. They don't know any history about who you are or what you're doing.
There's no characteristics of your personality that have been tracked by the computer yet.
If you watch one Jordan Peterson video, within 3 days, they're feeding you Nazi propaganda. Like, it is amazing how fast this shit goes. It's built to radicalize you. These algorithms are made for engagement, and you're engaged when you're emotional, and you get emotional due to these kinds of fucking things. I mean, that's why we're here, is because of all this fucking emotional engagement that they're using to drive clicks and keep eyeballs.
So am I saying this correct, that I should assume that most large social media companies would be against revoking 230?
Absolutely. Although there are a segment of them out there that would be into revoking the Good Samaritan part, because they want the protection of the first part. They don't want the duty of the second part.
You mean observing and policing?
Exactly. They don't want to have to. They don't want to pull off anything. And if they do pull it off, they don't want you to be able to sue them.
So seeing as how these social media companies have trillions of dollars, is there any hope for us to get this repealed?
Well, those two cases that Meta lost earlier this year,
right? Big money,
I think, are going to drive this. And I think that there's an excellent case to be made saying that what they're doing is, it's not just publishing, it's promoting. And it doesn't matter what your fucking black box algorithm we can't tell you because it's proprietary. Fuck you. That's driving engagement by radicalizing people, by putting information in front of them that they wouldn't ordinarily look at. If they went back to a timeline feed like they used to be before the algorithms fucking really got bad, that would be fine. I would be fine with that because it wouldn't do what it's doing now. But with the way that they're driving engagement, that is, you are a publisher at that point.
So, yes, of course they are. Now, I guess I'm looking at this from a retail perspective, like a consumerist perspective. We know that 70 million people voted for Trump. That's a minority of people in this country. But that minority, some of them are crackers, that minority does represent plenty of money. Right, it would be the same as wanting to capture females to drink more alcohol, right? The way the alcohol companies really did a concerted effort to start advertising to females more. It's half the population. That's people that aren't buying enough of our product.
Yeah.
Right. So I mean, it's the exact same kind of thing, right? It's basically they're tapping into a large amount of money, even though it's a minority of people in the country.
Yeah. Yeah. Well. Yeah. But where are you going with that?
Well, I don't know. I guess I was wondering, do you think it would be a huge financial impact for these companies to have that removed, have Section 230 removed? Would it be a huge loss to their profit center?
Yes, absolutely, because people wouldn't be engaged. People wouldn't be getting driven by these emotional triggers that fucking get you mad, get you engaged. But it would also, overnight, you're talking about a huge portion of the arguments that go on in America just kind of vaporizing, because people aren't going to fucking say, no, give me the next worst fucking thing on here. You're going to get a timeline feed that is consecutive and it's from people you subscribe to. Even if they fucking recommend other people to follow, I feel like that's publishing. You are at that point, you're putting information out there that you actually tacitly support.
So of course they would lose money, right? Because if you're kind of on the fence about how you feel about minority rights, and if your social media is not pumping constant hate at you, you might be easier swayed.
Or you might actually take the effort to look at like a valid news source instead of just like clicking on
having it pumped into your social media.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I didn't hear the answer. I'm ADD. Is there any hope for us to have this repealed?
I think that if not actually outright appealed, I think that there is going to be something that's going to define an algorithm as a publishing. That's what needs to happen. It's that because I think I was all hard. I was all fucking like, get rid of 230 just entirely. Just fuck the internet. Because I'm so done with the fucking
internet. It is a place of evil now at this point.
It's a net negative for humanity.
It is.
I know I've said this before.
I would say that's observably true.
Yeah, no, it's bad. Especially now when, like we were talking about earlier, like I think the enshittification stage has hit 50% fucking bots.
Oh no, there's more than 50% of internet traffic is bots.
Yeah, so it's like no, just get off the internet. Just get off the internet. But I would be happy enough if they would define utilizing an algorithm to draw clicks and to feed people something. I would call that publishing and make them responsible.
That's practically the definition of publishing.
Right.
It really is.
So that's what needs to happen is that needs to happen. And that's only, that's the first step. But if we did that, we would shut down all AI. They'd all be fucking liable.
Great.
Right?
Awesome.
I mean, that's where this needs to go.
The Pope said AI should be regulated. Did you see that?
Pope's
smarter than our president. I think that's observably true as well.
I mean, he believes in science, man.
More than Trump does.
No, he had truly. They made an effort after Copernicus and all that they were going to try and follow the science. I mean, I feel like the only more scientifically literate and true are the Tibetan Buddhists. Because when
Tibetan Buddhists are famously
scientific
in science.
Oh yeah, no. When the Dalai Lama got pushed out, there was a concerted effort from him to go out and learn as much as you can. So they sent monks out to study all the different science, anthropology, geology, stars. Like the thing about Tibetan Buddhism is that they're like, okay, well, if you've proven something, then I mean that's the truth. Right? I mean, they're science based as far as it goes.
Well, I like that.
And I have to say that the current Pope, at least, is also, almost as science based as them.
I mean, if you simply track the things the Pope has said over the last year, and then track the things that Trump has said, the Pope is a sane person who has some intelligence.
What do they call him? They call him Bobby White Sox.
Is that what they call him?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Because he's from Chicago.
That's right.
Yeah, likes baseball.
I think the Onion had a story when he was anointed, and it was something like, Pope says, there couldn't be a better time to get the fuck out of America. So
yeah, I do think that there's hope. And I think that I think that Meta is going to, they're going to try and get out of these lawsuit, the judgments against them. They're going to appeal the cases, and I think,
of course they will. Would that go to the Supreme Court?
Not at first.
Okay.
It'll go to whatever circuit. I don't know, whatever. Probably state appeals, then federal appeals, and then to the Supreme Court. But I did. You really
deep
want
sigh. You gotta have at least one deep sigh per show.
I think that ultimately that's going to come into the decision, and they're going to have to make a decision on which way they lean with that. And with the current kind of consensus in America being so anti-fucking these pieces of shit and so anti-data center, I think that there's a real chance that it could be changed.
God, I hope so.
They might. It's going to take a while to get there, of course. But I think, and I haven't read what this whole concept of mine. I came up on my own. I know that other people are doing it and actually doing the work, but I was like, there's got to be a way to make this work, because just shutting down 230, I mean, that would shut down fucking everything. That'd shut down the comments section in fucking newspapers. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like, you wouldn't be able to.
Presumably, it would shut down things that have value.
Right.
And obviously, it would damage good information as well.
Good information as well. Yeah. So, I think this is probably the easiest way to deal with it. But
interesting.
We'll see.
Well, I'm glad we talked about this. I before you said Section 230 a while back, I had never even heard that term, so that's what I know.
Yeah, what did you see on it? I know you.
Oh, I watched some good debates. It was clear that you could tell the ones that were representing tech, right, because they were very positive about it.
About Section 230.
Yes,
just in general. Yeah.
I actually found it. This is a thing. Normally, you can watch some good documentaries. There weren't a lot of good documentaries about this to watch. I'm glad I learned about it, though. Obviously, an important, as insignificant as it sounds, it's an important law that really needs a deep look at.
Yeah. And,
I mean, imagine this country sans all this promoted hate speech, right? We've got not ISPs. We've got social media companies, making money off hate speech.
That's their fucking business model.
Huge profits on hate speech.
And that's their business model. And that they can target people who hate certain things with advertising, right? That's the other side of it, is they use the information that they get on people from their engagement to use for advertising purposes.
And this is way more insidious than like newspapers printing bad. Because, back when Hearst owned a newspaper, right, he could say whatever he wanted.
Yeah.
Right? He could start a war if he wanted to. But that's different than what this is. The reach of this is far more pervasive than a newspaper or a group of newspapers.
Yeah, I mean, I encourage everybody to just log off.
The True Review Man's always been about observing what a man is or what makes a man. And did you see, sorry to sidebar this, but our guy Tallarico in Texas, did you see what the Republican Party's come up with, like hit piece like nicknames for him?
Oh, no, God.
They're calling him Soy Boy, and they're calling him a vegan. So this is a direct attack on his appearance, right? They're saying you're a skinny little fucking wimp is what they're calling him with those words. He is not a vegan.
Obviously.
You say obvious. That's going to be the centerpiece of their hit marketing, their marketing campaign against him.
Dude. They are fucking desperate because fucking Trump threw a goddamn firebomb in there.
Which part?
So, was it Cornyn and Paxton were the two Republicans? And I can't remember which is which. I think he came out and
That's all right. I'll tell him why you do that.
Let me look, because I want to get it right.
Speaking of Texas, while you look up that fact, Ann Richards, I don't know if you remember her.
Oh, yeah.
About 35 years ago, she was governor of Texas, and Texas was 7th in the country in education. It is now like 45th. So whatever Ann Richards was doing 35 years ago, it was working, because their education's almost the worst in the country now.
It was rewriting the fucking textbooks to include evolution and things like that.
A lot of our schools' textbooks come from a very conservative spot in Texas.
And
they're very racist and whitewashed. Did you find your factoid over there?
So it is Cornyn and Paxton. Paxton was the one that was supported by the dumpster fire.
Yeah.
And
you said he threw a pipe bomb in there, and that resulted in...
So basically, it was kind of a toss-up, but Cornyn probably would have won. He's a redneck shitheel, but he's not like, Trump's dick in his mouth kind of guy.
Right.
Paxton, on the other hand. And so...
has full dick in full mouth.
Just can't understand a word he's saying.
Yeah.
So Trump came in, went for him, and basically threw the whole thing into chaos. Because if Paxton wins, there's a real good chance Tallarico will win between the actual
So
race.
Trump backed the wrong horse, and it might cost that seat?
It might cost them fucking Texas.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And Texas is always red.
Always red.
And Texas decides the election. You can't win
it's a
presidential election without Texas, right?
Well, you can, but it's difficult. I mean, that's a lot of fucking people.
Wow.
Well, I mean, it's not as anyway, but he really kind of fucks shit up. And so what have they got in this guy? I mean, Tallarico is like fucking.
He's a Christian, bro.
He's fucking Teflon. And he speaks well. He talks about, the real Jesus.
Wasn't he a pastor?
He is a pastor.
I mean,
he's either still in or just came out of seminary school.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy's like the real fucking deal.
And he's smart enough to use the Bible against you.
Oh.
Right. He knows everything that's in the Bible. So when he talks to people, he is armed with that knowledge, basically.
Yeah. And it's so the fact that they're calling vegan and soy boy, dude,
they're desperate.
That's desperation.
Fantastic.
Speaking. Like soy boy, dude, that's like 10 years out of date. That's old internet.
I don't know if it was Steve Bannon, but someone did just say that basically if the Republicans lose the House and the Senate, there's going to be prosecutions.
Oh yeah, no, he knows what's up. That's why I like Bannon.
Yeah,
I mean he's an asshole and a piece of shit, but he
not
tells
dumb,
you the
though.
fucking truth.
He's not dumb, as we observed,
and he doesn't lie to you, right?
Yeah.
I mean that's why he's like, I when what's his name, fucking Governor Newsom. Started up his podcast. The first person he had on there, I think, was like Charlie Kirk or some shit deal, right? Like one of the worst fucking people.
Yeah.
It's like, don't talk to them. They're gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Talk to fucking Bannon. Talk to
Bannon
people.
will at least tell you the truth, even if you don't like it.
Even if you don't like it, and he'll have a conversation about why you're wrong, and that's fine. I enjoy that. But
yes.
like, there's so many of those guys out there that are just disingenuous fucking pieces of shit.
Yep.
Anyway, sorry.
This is the world we live in.
That was a rant. How did we get on that? Oh, Tallarico ads.
And you know what? I don't have a topic for you next week. This whole think of something for next week. That terrible idea, Josh. Sorry about that. I did not come up with your topic for next week, but I'll text you later today or something.
All right. Let me know.
I have a couple quotes. I've never quoted the Onion in the quote section corner, but this is a few years ago. New Florida law requires all women to produce 3 healthy white sons before age 22. Pretty good.
Did I tell you I subscribed
to the Onion?
Yeah.
To the hard copy?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, bro, if you need to pass those down.
They're sending me a because they took over InfoWars.
Yes.
So they're sending me an InfoWars with the Onion logo in rainbow colors.
Nice.
Tote bag. Yeah, I'm excited about that.
Yeah, they won a court battle where they got the name InfoWars from Alex Jones, right?
And the whole kit, man. Everything.
Yeah. So that means the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got Tim Heidecker, comedian, running the InfoWars stuff.
He sounds so much fucking like him, dude.
Yeah,
it's really fucking weird. Looking at him, you're like, that's really bizarre.
Yeah. Good for the Onion, man.
Yeah, good for the Onion.
This is H.L. Mencken. I probably quote him every week. I don't give a fuck. H.L. Mencken, the greatest. Any man who afflicts the human race with ideas must be prepared to see them misunderstood.
Man, ain't that the fucking truth?
Yeah. This is Mark Norman, comedian Mark Norman. I was caught watching porn, and the most embarrassing part was that I'd made popcorn. Of course, there's the other comedian. He says, the other day I walked in on my roommate while I was masturbating. It's Norm Macdonald, I think. The last one is Chuck Palahniuk, great author of Fight Club. Famously, Chuck Palahniuk was going to give up writing. He'd had enough. He'd been rejected so many times. He wrote Fight Club in an angry spree of 2 or 3 months, and it became a hit. So Chuck Palahniuk, great. You ever get a chance to hear his Fight Club commentary? Oh, it's awesome.
Oh, I'll have to keep that in mind. All right.
It's great.
All right.
He says, did perpetual happiness in the Garden of Eden maybe just get so fucking boring that eating the apple was justified? Are humans meant to be happy? I don't necessarily think they were ever meant to be happy. Content with what they have, sure, maybe. But happy, I don't know.
If you can feel it, you're built for it. And not to be happy all the time, but you need to experience it to have the full human experience, right?
Right, but we do understand, we observe hypervigilance and fight or flight and all these things that will never go away.
No.
So I guess what I'm saying is I'm not sure humans, at least in the modern form, can be happy. Where it's like a state of happiness where you're like, you wake up, you're happy, you go to bed, you're happy. You disagree?
No. I think we're saying the same thing.
Okay,
just a bit different, because I feel like having only one emotion isn't the full range of human experience.
Of course, yes.
That's all I mean.
Yeah.
So I think that
stop arguing with me, Josh.
Stop agreeing with me. So I think that, like, to have the full human experience, you have to be happy, you have to be sad, and it's all going to happen all the time.
Yeah.
And all the other various.
The other day I was watching TV
things.
and my son comes out. He goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "Crying on Instagram," because I was just watching a great like soldier reunion videos with their parents and stuff like that.
Oh, hilarious.
Yeah. Emotions are good. The wide range of emotions is awesome.
Yeah.
All right. I don't have a topic, but I'll get you one, and
okay.
We'll see you next week.
All right. Sounds good.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me. Rock on. You have been listening to The Trivial Man. If you'd like to get a hold of us, you can either call us at 415-484-8841 or send us an email at thetriviumpod@gmail.com.